my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Good morning, Chippewa Junior Senior High School. My name is Haley.
And I'm Sarah.
And here are your announcements for this week. This week, Matt and Aiden sat down with Coach Gerhardt to learn more about boys baseball.
Good morning, Chippewa. This is our varsity baseball coach, Mr. Gerhardt, and we are here to ask him a couple questions and kind of get to know a little bit more about baseball this year.
Morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so a few questions I got for you. What does the team look like this year?
Well, it's still early. We've only played a couple of games outside. Most of our work has been done inside, 6 or 7 weeks, and that's gone extremely well. The kids are working really hard. We have had 2 games outside, but the meat of the schedule is coming up in the next few days here, as long as the weather permits.
Good. Cool. All right. What game do you think will be the biggest this year?
Well, tournament game at the end of the year is always big, and league games are always big.
What are your biggest goals for the team this year?
Well, as every year, we like to be competitive in every game and win every game. But we have a really young team this year, so really my goal for the team is to have everybody improve significantly this year with their first varsity experience.
Do you have any standout players this year?
Well, still early. We do have 2 seniors. One's Aiden Hanna, and one is Gavin Laporis, and we also have 2 juniors, Ethan Douglas and Nolan Spiegel, and they both will be two-way players, pitchers and fielders. And then we have 8 or 9 freshmen. So we have a small squad, and that's pretty much it as far as standout so far this year. We're just getting going.
Mm-hmm. One final question: How do you think the season is going to go?
Well, like I said, we're very young. I expect throughout the year we'll keep improving and have more success at the end of the season than we have at the beginning.
Good. All right. Well, thank you for your time, and that's all we got today.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Good morning, Chippewa. We are out here at the baseball field. It's a brisk morning. This is where we practice when we are able to practice outside due to the weather. This is the field where we play our games. It's pretty dope. Our dugouts, that's the away dugout. Behind me over here is where the home dugout is. That's our hitting cage over there. I'm on the pitcher's mound, obviously. Our outfield is behind Matt. And this is where we play our games and have fun. Hopefully win a few this season.
Go Chips!
Last week was Earth Week.
And Arbor Day is today.
We want to feature our outdoor learning labs to show how Chippewa connects to the earth.
One group of Chipp Nation news went to Mr. McNutt to learn about our proposed outdoor learning lab at the junior senior high.
And one group went with Matt and Aiden to show CIS's Parfait Paradise.
Parfait?
Hi, I'm here with Mr. McNutt, and I'm going to be interviewing him about the new learning lab. So my first question is, what is the learning lab going to be used for?
Well, we have all the open area. If Mason can kind of scan the wetlands and the open field. What we're looking at is to have some place for, especially junior high, because that's part of their curriculum and things they have to cover, environmental science. So we're going to expand this catch basin. So to go up, we're going to put a 25 by 25 pavilion with picnic tables. We're thinking about for high school sciences, biology. We could do all kinds of things, water testing, because this eventually will be a pond. Because we have the runoff that feeds it right now. Mr. Osborne have drawn up. Eventually there'll be a walking trail that'll start at the pavilion, and it'll have different stations that the community can come in and walk. It'll be 1.5 miles. So we thought about, there's lots of different things. Phys ed can use it. We could put in different activities that the kids get to, that they have to do when they get to that station, and at that station we could have butterfly gardens and other things that the junior high primarily will take care of, and because outdoor science is more common here than it is at the high school level. Yeah. So there's a lot of things that we can do.
You actually answered most of the questions, so that's good. So I have one more question. How'd you get the funding for this?
Well, I wrote 2 grants, and because after we had put the proposal together, and it was just something that we were doing as a group, teacher in service, I was thinking, all right, I know I can, Dominion Gas is one that has supported our district multiple times with other grants, so I contacted them, and another state grant that came in. So, and then the nice part is the board, Mr. Osborne had kind of made an aerial picture of what he could foresee this property being used for, and I was like, oh, we need an outdoor classroom. So for somewhere just to do the things that I talked about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome to Parfitt'S Paradise, part of our Chippewa Intermediate School. Used to be the old high school. First created in the 1980s. It contains a couple of ponds, which were both hand dug. They're about 2 feet deep. Mr. Parfitt still comes out, takes care of it, mows it. You know, there's some benches back there, both hand built. We'll get to those, show you that. So as you can see, these are some of the handmade benches that were built here. It's a nice, relaxing place to kind of get away, you know. And so yeah, these have been here for several years now. They're into the ground with concrete. They're not going anywhere. So yeah, those are the benches here at Parfitt'S Paradise. So these here are the 2 ponds that we mentioned before that are hand dug. Parfitt, actually, Mr. McNutt had said that he helped hand dig these. Shout out, Mr. McNutt, you're a G. This one here is a little bit deeper than what this one looks like. This one looks more of like a wetland, this one looks like a pond. Right here is another one of those handmade bridges that cross over the little stream that is flowing between the 2 of them. This is another area where students would come, relax, maybe read by a tree.
The 2021-2022 school year is almost over.
To celebrate, we here at Chipp Nation News compiled some of the best quotes by teachers this year.
10!
You got that right.
9!
Buenos días, muchachos.
8!
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink.
7!
No, 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 no. That's completely bass-ackwards.
6!
Hey everybody, the farmer's joke was corny. Get it? Farmer, corn, that's why it's a pun. Rate it.
5!
You following me?
4!
Clear, cut, and dry.
3!
Wow, look at this little critter move. Wow, look at this little critter.
2!
His inability to defeat the Soviet Union and Great Britain, so it's classic bully psychology. For Adolf Hitler, if he couldn't defeat them, then he would take his frustrations out on the undesirables, the Jews, and ultimately led to the Holocaust, which again, if you don't believe me, take my psych class.
1!
Quizzarillo, Barbarillo.
Chippewa!
Can I see your seating chart? That's it for this week, Chippewa.
Until next time, stay hydrated.